Hi, Michael Buffer here, and you are watching Lights Out.
I mean, you know, I'm just worried about few things. I'm worried about Kel's health after the beating I'm going to be giving him come this fight night. I mean, look, I think the beating he's going to get is something that he's never had before, and all the talking he's been doing as well. You know, we are gonna definitely put him in his place, because it's been a very long time. I mean, like 10 years it's been going on for. So this is my time now to put him in his place. And you know, one thing I want to say as well, another thing, I think Kel's always been very obsessed with my career. You know, he's been like a fanboy, which is honest truth. And you know, I've been living in his head for such a long time that I think it's going to come stage where he's going to say, I mean, he needs to stop paying me some rent. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but it's been like that. But you know, we just need to go in there, like I said, put all the work to aside. I think we've done enough talking. I just can't wait to get in the ring and, you know, do a job on him now.
But I mean, what's fueled the fire?
I think, you know what? I think it's more jealousy than anything. I mean, look, I've been on my own, having my own career. I've been fighting. I've been traveling to America. My dream was always to, you know, win a world title, and also then fight in the likes of MSG, Madison Square Garden, fight at the MGM Arena, fight in Vegas, have your face lit up on the Vegas Strip. Obviously, Kel was over here. That's the reason the fight didn't happen them days, because I was already campaigning in America. I think now, as it's got to this stage where we thought, you know what, it makes sense. Having it, a lot of people might be saying it's too late, but now I think it's been massive. I mean, the outcome of this has been huge, and you know, I think it's going to be. I think it's the right time. The fight's happening.
And what happens if you lose? Would you ever live with that?
I mean, look, both of us. I mean, both. This is it's a big thing for us both. I mean, if either of us lose, it's going to be something we're not going to be living with. We can't live with for a very long time. I mean, it's going to haunt us for a very long time as well. So I think, look, I'm going to put that in my mind. That's the reason I trained so hard, and I've not left no stone unturned. I've done everything I needed to, because I know that, you know, I can't lose this fight.
Kel, let's bring you in. He says it's jealousy. He says the fanboy, you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this fight. There's an obsession. There's something in you that has got to get rid of Amir Khan, and it's been burning for so long, hasn't it?
Yeah, listen, you know, he's known, he goes back from the amateur days. You know, he boxed at 60 kilograms, I was 63.5. We used to win, he used to win championship at the weight below, I used to win at the one above. You know, then we went to England team, we shared, you know, the same room. You know, I know exactly what word, you know, and then obviously he did what he did in the Olympics, got a good sign-on fee, and we was with the same promoter, Frank Warren. We always got promised that we would fight down the line. But like he said in many interviews, like, oh, he's Kel Brook, he said that he didn't even know who I was. You know, there's things like this, and you know, he's never given me that respect. You know, and he knows. When
you shared a room together.
We shared a room together. You know, we've shared a room. We did an article in the boxing news when we're 18-year-old. You know, like obviously we were going to be built. And
that doesn't sound right.
Don't
laugh. Listen, I ain't sharing a room with you. Trust me, I ain't sharing no room with you. I ain't sharing a room with you. Don't be saying that. That doesn't sound right, Kel. Especially with the stuff I've heard. I'm not going to go into that. Listen, we're fighting on Saturday, so don't be saying, you know what you should have said instead? You should have said, share a ring with him or something, but share the room with him. Like,
you sure what's on the gay side, wanking yourself off?
Oh, yeah, Kel, come on.
Anyway, so listen, the talk is nearly over. Listen, the fight's here now. You know, I don't like him here, you don't like me. You're going to see an epic fight Saturday night.
What do you take with the fact that he says he's going to give you a beating that you won't recover from? And of course, for the loser, it is a very lonely place to be Sunday morning.
Well, listen, we're three sleeps away. We're 3 sleeps away. He's definitely going to sleep Saturday night. You know, when I smash him in. So listen, we're days away. And nobody's going to be interested. He can say what he's saying today.
I can
say what he's saying today. No, but listen, after Saturday, no one's going to be interested. You can go to Dubai and just carry on doing what you're doing.
That's your prediction.
That's the end of it.
But you know, when I asked one question, obviously we got everyone here. You know, I saw a video where you said that you're going to smash that papadum chin in. You said that, didn't you? I mean, it's quite racial, that is. I mean,
so
you saying that.
What are you trying to get?
I mean, it's quite sad. It's quite sad to say that, because at the end of the day, it's very sad saying that, because at the end of the day,
what are you trying to say? I'm racist.
Guys, let's talk the fight.
The way you said that was really sad. Really sad.
Come on. Let's talk the fight.
Adam, can I ask why you said that?
Let's talk the fight.
Why did you say it?
Kel.
Yeah, everyone knows they're very fragile like your team.
Yeah. Kel, you've been away, Fuerteventura. You put everything into this camp. Is it the best? Dominic was saying to me the other day, probably the best camp since Sean Porter. Is it the best you felt? The weight, we know the 149, a slight issue here. How are you feeling in yourself compared to all the other great nights you've had?
Well, he made a mistake. 7 months we've been talking about, about this fight. Amir's team, my team. I've been training because I knew that it was going to come off. He got agreed, and then he come back to the table and wanted to change the contract again. I've seen in the gloves are off that it says that I'm half broken. It seems to me that in his mind that he's only took this fight because he thinks I'm half broken, but he's made a massive mistake. He's made a massive mistake in this fight, a massive mistake, because you're going to see, like we've been away in Fuerteventura for 6 weeks. We've been living, we've been doing absolutely everything possible to be in the best possible shape for Saturday night, and the world's going to see, me go in there and destroy him.
And you'll destroy him, and you believe you'll destroy Kel, Amir?
100%. I mean, look, the hard work has been done, and we've done what we needed to do. We've trained very hard for this fight, and I'm sure he has as well. And come fight night, the best man will win.
Let's get straight to Bo Mac alongside you, Brian McIntyre. Great words from Shah. Everybody saying that you and Amir have got this fantastic relationship now. Terence Crawford, of course, alongside him. Has the camp been as incredible as Amir's saying? And what about this new relationship you've got with him? Because obviously at the other end of the table there's a huge history, but this is a new one.
Well, I will tell you this, camp was fun. Most important thing. He pushed it, he grinded it out, and he didn't complain not one time. We went through 4 or 5, maybe 6 sparring partners. I tried to push him to, so I could hear him say I quit, and he never said it. He just kept going, and me and the team was proud of him. And as far as the relationship goes, it's like a father-son relationship in there. I'm not taking no shit. I don't want to hear no shit. Just get the fucking work done.
What's your language, Bo Mac? But thank you. We got that point. We got that point. Excuse for the language, but that's fantastic. Bo Mac, what I want to know is as well, obviously you've trained Terence Crawford, and he's the pound-for-pound king, and it's fantastic to have him here this week. But of course, your man beat Amir. Thinking back to when Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Oliver McCall, and he took Manny Stewart to sort of rebuild him. Why did you take on Amir Khan? Did you see something even in the fight against Terence that made you think, I want to work with this guy?
Well, one thing I was convinced of that he wanted more than Kel did, because Kel only went 3 rounds. So Amir, he came in there trying to fight. So what I did was, when I sat down with the team and we decided we was going to take Amir on, all we needed to do was sharpen the iron, sharpen the tools, because he was a threat, and he's going to be definitely a threat come Saturday night.
What sort of performance are you predicting from Amir, and how does it end?
I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else. We train for 12 rounds, but if the stoppage is there, we're going to go for it.
Down to Dominic Ingle, who has known Kel forever. You're back together. You've said to me about the Sean Porter camp and how pleased you are with Kel, that he's done absolutely everything this time around. But we all know it's not just the physical preparation, it's the mental one as well. He's wanted this fight, I'm sure you have, for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's the fight, we've been waiting for. To be honest, I'm surprised that Amir's actually took the fight and his team have took the fight, because in the position where he's in, he's a bit of a celebrity, a bit of a superstar. It's not probably a fight he needed to do, because it's not really going to benefit him apart from the money. If he wins this fight, he's got more to lose than he has to gain. And I'll tell you now, if I were in his position as his father, I'd say, why do you need to take this fight? We can't actually believe that Khan's turning up for this fight, that he agreed to this fight. Because, we needed the fight, Kel needed the fight, Khan didn't need the fight. So he's got everything to lose and really nothing to gain, because people expect him to beat Kel Brook anyway. The only thing what's kind of, thrown a fly in the ointment is that the book is with Kel, and that's going to like affect all the people, all his friends. Kel said, you know, get a bet on me. The odds aren't very good to bet on Kel to win because he's a favourite. So, you know, I wouldn't have took the fight if I was Khan. It's not really something he needed to do. And to be honest as well, I expected a bit more from Brian, a bit more verbal, because he's a good talker. I thought this press conference would be a bit more lively, you know, because he likes to shout off a little bit. He knows everything about Kel Brook. So it will be interesting if he actually does know about Kel Brook. I think all he knows about Kel Brook is what he's seeing against Crawford. And, you know, wasn't much different. It wasn't much different to what Khan did. But the thing is, Khan took away out, he said he got hit in the balls, and that was it, done. He didn't want to get the final knockout. So, you know, we're going to see on Saturday night, the talking's going to be over. It's going to come down to the physicalities of it all. You know, Khan is a very good talker. I love listening to him. I love it. I love it. But on the night, there's not going to be any talking. It's just going to be down to who wins, who punches the hardest, who's got something left. And I believe Kel's got more in the tank and more left than Amir Khan. That's what this fight is down to. Who's got more in the tank? And it's down to me as a trainer, you know, to believe that Kel's got what he's got left. It doesn't matter to Bo Mac whether Khan wins or not, because he's still got Terence. He's still got that paycheck coming in every fight. Khan's just a bit of filling in time, that's all it is. He's a brave man taking on Amir Khan, that's all I'll say.
So Tom.
Yes, Amir.
I mean, we want to ask.
Yes, Amir. How are you?
I'm not really
good.
What did the sweat taste like?
Do you know what? It tasted fantastic.
Did it? And listen, I heard that tonight he's going to drink his piss. Come on.
Amir, you know what?
Come on.
You know what? As a boxer,
I love it.
As a boxer,
Dirty.
as a boxer, listen, as a boxer.
That's dirty, though. Come on, you don't do that, man.
You've got to admire.
Yeah, but you don't drink someone's sweat.
I would
never drink my own sweat.
Listen, there's lots of things we shouldn't do, as you know.
Yeah, but
right? I'm actually surprised we haven't got a big thing on here with sponsored by Kleenex. Do you understand? Well, you know, we haven't got that. But you know, it's like anything else.
I got a question.
Sometimes we regret the things we do.
I got a question.
Don't we? Go on,
I got a question.
Go on, Brian.
You said,
go for it, Brian.
You said, you know, why I take the fight. It's all about the paycheck. Let me ask you a question. You know how much Kel got left in the tank, don't you? That's why you didn't come over and fight us in America. Because you knew he wasn't gonna do anything in that fight.
Do you know what?
So let me say something to you. Okay. There's the train of thought, the training, whatever the case gotta be.
Sorry,
it ain't gonna fucking change. It's not gonna change.
Sorry.
You know how much he got left in that tank, don't you?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's for the paycheck for you.
No.
You know it is.
I've had plenty.
Because he has nothing. You know that.
I've had a lot.
No, Kel don't have nothing left in that tank. You know that. You know. Y'all just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Y'all going through the motions.
You think?
He hasn't fought since Crawford.
Okay.
What is he doing now? What he been doing? Walking streets and partying, being in the limelight and all that? He ain't gonna do shit. Who
did Amir fight after?
Now you don't want me up. You want me up now because
now he's come alive. Go on,
press conference.
He's come alive. Come on, Brian, keep going.
Please.
Come on, keep going. But not too much. Not too much. I want to see you getting in that ring on Saturday night. Not killing over, yeah?
What?
Keep shouting.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Go on. You done?
He ain't gonna do shit. Watch.
Have you done right? Okay then. The reason I didn't train him for Crawford is it wasn't enough time to get him into.
Oh, now you want to explain? You should explain that shit when he went over there.
Keep shouting. Keep shouting. Is that it? You done? Yeah?
I'm done when I say I'm done.
Good. You
I'm
done?
done when I'm saying I'm done.
Have you finished? Can I talk now? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We both.
Now every time you talk, I don't want to hear this. Shut up.
Can I talk now? You finished?
You pissed me off. He don't do shit. He's shot.
Listen.
He's shot.
Listen.
He good for 4 rounds. Now I'm gonna keep it real. He's good for 4 rounds. It's gonna be a tight ass fight for the first couple of rounds. But after that, he gonna start dwindling away. Watch.
Somebody check his blood pressure.
He know that. You know that. Your whole camp know that.
You know that.
Yeah. Right, it's you the one come for the paycheck.
So, we've got Brian, who's training him here. Former boxer, very good. He had a good knockout ratio, 63%. Unfortunately, it was him getting knocked out, and that's probably why it's going to work with him and Khan, because he can probably talk Khan away through them knockdowns that he had.
So what that got to do with them two fights?
It's got nothing to do with it.
What that got to do with them two fights? Now you want to try to attack me? You want to attack me?
Calm down. I couldn't attack you.
Alright, them tactics ain't gonna work, partner.
Attack you.
It ain't gonna work. Them two gotta fight, not me and you.
Exactly.
He gotta fight me.
So why are you doing the talking?
Kel ain't gotta fight you.
Why are you doing the talking? It's not you
That
fighting.
shit ain't gonna
Calm
work.
down.
It's not gonna
You're not
work,
gonna make
man.
that ring on Saturday night. You're not. You're not. We're gonna need 2 sets of paramedics.
Okay. Okay, Dom, Brian.
Yeah, one for you.
No, not for me. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Let's get back to the fighters. Amir, you are the underdog in this fight. How do you feel about that?
I mean, time will tell come Saturday. Yeah, I mean, quite surprised by it, but yeah, I mean, look, we've done all the hard work, and there's no point talking about it now and just putting the work to it. I mean, if you guys want to make money, guys, good time to make money then. You know, put your bets on me, because yeah, quite surprised about it, but yeah, it's what it is. It's cool.
You've heard the two trainers speak. Time for you to talk to Kel, maybe one final time. What are you going to say to him? We've seen the gloves are off. We've seen you on the ringside set together so many times over the years. What do you want to say to Kel now, just before the weigh-in and the fight night?
I hope he's ready, you know, and we're going to give the fans in Manchester an amazing fight. I mean, it's been long overdue, this fight has, and we all to tune in and check this fight on Sky. It's going to be a massive one. And like I said, you know we don't like each other, and there's going to be fireworks come fight night. Thank you.
Kel?
I didn't think the day would come, like Dom said, but we're days away. I'm just so happy our training's gone. I'm just excited. It's going to be an adventure, all this, you know, seeing everyone come out, seeing all the fans. The fans are going to get to see this fight, what I've wanted to give them for years. So I'm just excited. I'm excited to put on a show Saturday night.
You want to look at him? Do you want to give a final prediction? Tell him what's going to happen?
He's going to get beat. He's going to get beat.
You're going to get knocked out.
Well, we'll see. We'll see, won't we?
We're going to get a knockout, either way.
We're going to get a knockout, and he's going on his face or his back, one or two.
Amir, by knockout, definitely?
Definitely, I'm going to hurt him. And, I'm going to hurt him, and then he's going to be put in his place, yeah, definitely. Going to shut him up for good. Somebody's going to remember for a very, very long time.
We're all going to remember it for a very, very long time. Saturday night can't come quickly enough. The fighters will face off. But before that, just want to get a couple of questions from down there. I think Craig Slater from Sky's got one. Craig, are you around?
Yeah, I think Victor Loughlin is the referee for the fights. Will the fight itself be easier to referee in the press conference? Is that fair? Despite all the ugliness between you, is this a good clash of styles?
You have to wait and see. I think it's going to be a war on my side. I'm coming for battle.
Jeff, you got a question. Jeff Powell from the Mail.
Afternoon, gentlemen. The grudge we all know about. We've listened to the insults, but here are two fine professional boxers. Can you express any respect for each other?
Well, you know, I did stick my hand out to shake his hand after the show. Gloves are off. And what happened was...
Too many punches.
Yeah. And then obviously when I stuck my hand out, you don't want to shake hands. But come fight night, I don't think he'll be able to shake my hand. The beating he's going to get, it'll be impossible. He will not shake my hand, because the beating I'll give him, I don't think he'll have the energy to do that.
Listen, I've always acknowledged his achievements in boxing. The respect with anyone who gets him good overseas with a world title or he becomes a world champion, the respect's there, but you know, he's never given me that same respect. And I'm not going to give you an handshake when I'm training to punch you in the face. I don't want to get friendly with you and shake your hand. I'll shake your hand after a fight. If you stand and give the fans a good fight, I will give you. But if you just go out and get chinned, then I don't think I'll probably shake your hand then.